Hi everyone, in this class we're going to discuss about the quota arrangement. First thing we'll just need to know what do you mean by quota. So what is this quota means? Okay, you have already know, like let us consider, but we'll just understand the meaning of quota here. Let us consider you are eating some samosa or dosa, anything. Okay, so you can say like once your stomach is full, you will say, hey, my quota is over, just like that. Okay, it is a quota for the materials whom means if we are ordering certain materials, we are arranging the quota for different vendors. Okay, so that is what the quota arrangement is all about. And what is this quota arrangement? Let us consider you have a what is that, ABC material is there. Okay, you want to buy the ABC material from the vendor, but for this ABC material you are not having only one vendor, you might be having like three vendors are there. Let us consider, we'll be considering three vendors. So if you want to buy a material and you have multiple vendors for that particular material, and you know that both the vendors are giving a good quality material, and you want to satisfy all the vendors. Okay, whatever the vendors are there for that material, you want to satisfy all the vendors, because you can't leave particular vendor and you just have to buy from one particular vendor. Okay, it is not going to happen at the company side in that particular case. So we need to satisfy all means we have to, okay, we have to allot a different number of stocks for the different vendors. Means we may allot the equal amount of stock, we can say. Okay, if there are four vendors and if we are giving around 1000 quantities, for every vendor we need to assign 250 quantities. It is as per the what is that, market. Okay, market in the sense, if the, let us consider vendor 1 is there, who is manufacturing around 200 materials maximum. Okay, maximum of 200 materials. Okay, but the vendor is really good, you don't want to miss the what is that, his products. Okay, if you want to buy it from him, then you have to send the purchase order to him. Okay, and vendor 2 is there, he is preparing around 400 products, and vendor 3 is preparing some other products. Okay, if you need around 700 800 materials, means you need to take the materials from all these vendors. Okay, so it is having the what is that, constraints also. But within this quota arrangement, okay, basically you want to satisfy all the vendors, means we're going to arrange the quota here. Okay, we're going to set a quota for each and every vendor, so that it will be like very easier for the whoever is creating the purchase requisition. No, it will automatically take the next vendor. Okay, how it will going to take the next vendor, we're going to discuss about whenever you are ordering the product. Okay, let us consider, I'll just take these three vendors. Vendor 1 is there, vendor 2 is there, and vendor 3 is there. And for vendor 1, you are means total product. Okay, how much you are ordering is around, ABC is the product, you are ordering around 1000 materials. Okay, 1000 pieces you need. Vendor 1 you are arranging around 30 percentage. Okay, for vendor 1 you are arranging 30 percentage. For vendor 2 you are allotting around again 30 percentage. So 60 percentage is over now. For vendor 3 you are allotting around 40 percentage now. So like that you are allotting the different percentage or the quotas for the different vendors. In that case, vendor 1 will going to give us around 300 materials, vendor 2 will going to give us around 300 materials, and vendor 3 will be giving around 400 materials to us, so that the total quantity will be 1000 over here. Okay, so with this the total quantity will be 1000. How the purchase requisitions will be raising from your end? Let us consider you are raising the purchase requisition, not everything at once. Okay, because you cannot send one single PO to different vendors. Okay, it is not possible. So once you post the PO, it should go to particular vendor only. And how it will go, okay, that one we need to understand here. See, first let us consider you are ordering around, okay, I'll just take ordering quantity here. You are ordering around 100 products at the first thing. Okay, first time you are ordering 100 products. where you will going to have the more products here. Okay, the system will going to check automatically. So here it will going to come. Okay, so like this we are arranging the things, means it will, okay, I'll for your understanding we can, okay, anyway, this is the thing, means if let us consider we are arranging what is that, we are ordering around 200 products. So in that case the system will going to check first, okay, where we have the more quota. Okay, so it will going to equalizes these quotas. Okay, equalizes these quotas. It okay, so the system will going to identify vendor 3 is the one who is having the more quota. So the purchase requisition is going to raise directly to this vendor. So this vendor will going to give around 200 materials and 200 is remaining with him. But here this 300 is remaining with this vendor and 300 is remaining with vendor 1. And next thing what we will going to do, let us consider another 200 I am ordering. So now which vendor it will going to take? In the quota arrangement we'll be assigning this vendor, okay, like vendor 1, vendor 2, vendor 3, like that we have going to assign them in the line wise. Like if you have arranging the vendor 1 at the first, no, that time the 200 materials, okay, here only 200 is remaining, but here 300 is remaining. Both are having a more number of quota than the vendor 3 now. Okay, so at that particular time it will just go through the what is that quota arrangement, where the if you are assigned the first vendor over there, then it will going to just send the goods what is that purchase requisition to on his name. Okay, now 100 products are remaining with this vendor. Now again if you are ordering around 200 quantities, whom it will going to take? Definitely this vendor. Okay, 200 will going to order over here. So here again you will be remains with the 100 materials. So if you are ordering around 100 materials next, then it will going to choose this vendor. So like that the system itself will going to take the vendors and it will going to move forward. So this is how we'll going to do the quota arrangement. Okay, you know this quota arrangement is also one of the master data in SAP MM. Okay, so we'll just see this in the SAP now. So it is also having certain prerequisites here. Okay, prerequisites. So what are the prerequisites for quota arrangement? Initially we need to have a material. Okay, so material is important here. Okay, anyway in the companies the materials will be available, and we need to create the vendors. Okay, different vendors we require, right? So we need to create the vendors, then we need to have the PIR for the different vendors. This is must. Okay, we need to have these three data. Okay, then only we can able to do the quota arrangement. But while creating the material, no, you need to check the quota arrangement in purchasing view. Okay, we need to check this, mean checked in the sense we need to select the number over there. Okay, we need to give the quota arrangement usage. Okay, where it will be there and all, we'll going to see it now. So for that we will just jump into the system and we'll going to create one material and we'll move forward. Okay, and now I'll just create a material /n mm01. So here I'm just creating a raw material again. Click enter. This one is okay. Plant is LT01, storage location LT01. Click enter. Here I'll just say quota arrangement material. Okay, like that I'm just creating one material. Here I'll going to take each. It is general. Here purchasing group I need to take. Okay, then I will just define this purchasing value key here. Okay, here observe one more thing. In the purchasing view only we need to give the quota arrangement usage. Okay, I have just clicked enter. Again I'll just move to the purchasing view. Click enter. See, I just want to move to the purchasing view, means now it is not taking. I need to fill this activity, then only it will move. Anyway, I'll just click on it. See, MRP type it is asking, it is PD. MRP controller is LMC. Click enter, and here I'll going to provide EX. Now it is coming back to the purchasing view. Just see in the means this quota arrangement usage I can do it in the purchasing view as well as the MRP2 view as well. Okay, but now this is important. Okay, for MM people, this purchasing view is important. Oh, here you have the thing called as quota arrangement usage, the field. Okay, so I'll just drop down it. Okay, here you can see quota arrangement for this is for the PO, storage location, and purchasing organization, purchase requisition, like that they have given the different things. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just take this quota arrangement for all the things. Okay, I'll just select 4 here and click enter. Okay, so now even in the MRP1 is over, and MRP2 you can see this quota arrangement usage is already applied here because we have given it in the purchasing view. So here planned delivery date I'll give just 10, and margin key I'll going to give LSK, click enter. Again now I just have to move to the accounting view. Here I'll just provide 3000. Sorry, here I'll just provide 3000. Okay, click enter. That's it. I have created a material. This is 5 followed by some zeros and 4. This is the material. Now I'll create some vendors for me. Okay, slash n xk01 is for the vendor. Okay, I'll just click the enter, and here purchasing organization is LT01, and this one is also LT01 only. Just click enter. Okay, I'm just creating some vendors here. Quota arrangement vendor 1, I'm just taking like this. I'll create 3 vendors. Okay, with them I'll just proceed further. Okay, GR based, you just do it. Okay, click enter, just save it. Okay, I have created one vendor, that is 76200076. Second vendor I'll be creating, this is quota, sorry, title is company quota arrangement vendor 2. I will take India, click enter. Reconciliation account I'll give, means I'm just doing these things. Okay, you have already seen the vendor master, how one will going to create the vendor master and all, you have seen it. I'm not telling about the vendor master now, we will just create the vendor. Okay, I'm just doing these things. Okay, as soon as possible. Again I have created one more vendor, 2000777. I can take the reference of this thing. Okay, 2000777, and I can create one more vendor here. Okay, I'll just take the company and quota arrangement vendor 3 now. Click enter, enter, enter. Okay, so these things is mandatory, mandatory fields only I'm just giving, other things I'll just leave it. Okay, and here I need to assign this and just click another vendor. So I have created 3 vendors, and I have what is that, created a material as well. Now I want to create the PIR, purchase info record, slash n ME11 for the PIR. Okay, just click enter. See, this is the material. Now I just need to put the vendor 2000776. Okay, that might be the first vendor, quota arrangement for vendor 1, or else we'll just check it. Okay, just now I have created slash n MKVZ. Okay, click enter. So this is the one. I'll just take what is our vendor 76. Okay, from 76 it will be starting. So 76 is the first vendor. So for this I'll be arranging the quota, means I am just creating the PIR for this. Okay, so these are okay. I'll just give this standard quantity as 100 or 200, anything is possible. 100, just give this, and net price some 20 or 30 rupees you give it. Okay, click enter. Okay, just finish this, and next I'll going to create on the 77. Okay, same thing I'll just provide it here. Okay, I'm not changing anything, just click enter, save it. And 78 also I'll be creating. Here I'll going to provide 100, and here 20 rupees, just saving these things. Okay, I have created the PIR also. So once you have done with the whatever the prerequisites, okay, so we can create the source list also. Okay, so source list means what are the different sources are available for that particular material. We have already seen this also, because these are all the master datas. Okay, even the quota arrangement is also one of the master data. To create the source list, we will go to the T code slash n ME01. Okay, so just go, and for this material within this plant I'll be taking the valid from, okay, any date you just choose it, or from today I'm taking it, and valid up to 30th I'll be taking it. Vendor I'll just say 200076, and purchasing organization is LT01. Now I'll take the dates here. Okay, 5th I'll be selecting. Here also I'll going to select 30. Then vendor is 200077, here LT01 again, and again I'll going to select the date, the end date means valid up to, after that 200078 I'll going to select, then it is also LT01. Okay, now don't do anything, just save this data. So the source list also created now. Now I need to maintain the quota arrangement. Okay, what is the T code to maintain the quota arrangement? Okay, I'll just provide the T code over here for your reference. Okay, I'll just give it over here. T code to maintain quota arrangement, that is MEQ1. Okay, MEQ1 is the T code to maintain the quota arrangement. I'll just jump into the SAP and I'll just go to the MEQ1. Okay, once you come to this screen, no, the similar screen as of the source list. Okay, here maintain quota arrangement initial screen, we are maintaining the quota arrangement for this material under this plant. Okay, just click enter, and here you have to just provide valid to date. Okay, so valid to I'll just provide 30th, valid from, it will take automatically from today's date. I'll just select this line item and I'll go to the item here. Okay, if you go to the item, it will be giving you the different what is that things over here. Okay, what are the different things we need to maintain here? I'll just say, and this is the procurement type is there. No, this is like raw material we are purchasing, definitely it will be a external procurement only we need to take. So I'll just say external procurement, not the internal one. And here for this, the vendor is, first I'll consider 200076 for this vendor. Okay, how much quota you want to arrange, like that it is asking. I'll say 40%. Okay, for the first vendor. If you click enter, just see the entire 100% is given to this particular vendor only. Okay, now I'll say another vendor. Okay, 200077, and I'll going to give the quota of around 30%. Okay, 30%. Okay, in the percentage it is taking here. See, just click enter. See, now the quota is changed, means the entire percentage should be 100. Okay, now the quota is changing here. So again I'll going to put the third vendor, and for him again I'll going to provide around how much, 30%. Okay, so this much amount of goods I'll be sending it to him. Okay, I'll procure from him. So now you can see from vendor 1 we are taking around 40%, means if we are ordering around 1000 quantity, 400 quantities we'll going to take it from the vendor 1. From vendor 2 we'll be taking around 300 quantities. Vendor 3 will be taking around 300 quantities, that is 30%. So to calculate this quota arrangement, no, we'll be having one formula as well. Okay, what is the formula? I'll just take the next screen. Quota arrangement formula. Okay, so what is the formula here? Quota arrangement is equal to, okay, I'll just put the bracket here, quota allotted quantity, quota allotted quantity plus quota base quantity, quota base quantity divided by quota percentage. All these things you can see it in the MEQ1 screen. Okay, where you will going to see all these things. Okay, just I'll go to the SAP screen. Here you can see quota allotted. Where is that? Quota allotted quantity. So right now we don't allot anything over here. Okay, and plus quota base quantity. Here is the base quantity, how much we can allot for this particular vendor. Okay, this is the base quantity, and quota percentage is available over here. Once we're going to create something now, then you will going to understand the concept over here. Okay, I'll just save this data. Now I'll just go to the some other screen. We'll try it, means we have created the quota arrangement now. Okay, it is already done. We have to just create the purchase requisition now. Okay, what I'll do, I'll go to ME51N. Okay, to create the purchase requisition, I'll just take the material here. Okay, material is 5 followed by how many zeros. Okay, I need to take the material number. Just clicking over here, and I'll just check /n ME11 I'll take, because there we can collect the material number. Copy, just give this material number here. Okay, for this material number quantity I'll be taking around 200 quantity at the initial stage. Okay, and what is the plant here? Plant is LT01. Okay, storage location is also LT01. So just click enter here. So the remaining data it has taken automatically, and valuation price we have to give here. Okay, valuation price I'll just maintain 20 only. Okay, so as we have maintained it in the material master, the same thing I'll be taking it here, and just go to the sources of supply here. Okay, source of supply, just go here, don't do anything, click on assign source of supply. First thing, in the quota arrangement we have created this thing. Okay, so what we have created, we have assigned the quota something like 40%, 30% and 30%. So if I'm ordering around 200 materials, whom it will going to take first? Definitely it will going to take the whoever is having the more quota. Okay, at the initial stage. So it will take this particular person, means 400 orders will be there from him. Now the 200 will going to remain with him. Okay, I'll just see here, just I'll going to say assign source of supply. Just click on this. See, 76 it is taking. So here is 76. Okay, it is taking here. Now what I'll do, I'll just check this purchase requisition. So no messages are there, so I'll just save this one. So purchase requisition got created, and now we'll just check the quota arrangement once. Okay, I'll just go back again. I'll going to take this and come over here. See, we have, okay, sorry, I have to go back one more step. Okay, click enter, select this and go to the item. Okay, see here, what is the allotted quantity? It is 200. Okay, so I have already allotted 200 quantities to this particular vendor now, and now I'll going to create one more purchase requisition with the same quantity, like 200 quantity I'll going to take. Okay, so which vendor it will going to consider, we'll going to check. Okay, the same thing, material is this one, and quantity I'll going to take around 200, and plant is LT01, storage location is LT01. Click enter, it will ask for the valuation price, so 20 rupees, and again I'll go to the source of supply. Again I'll say assign source of supply. Just click here. See, it is automatically taking the vendor 2. Why it is taking the vendor 2 here? Because vendor 2 will be means I'll just show you. I'll just save this data. I'll go to the quota arrangement screen, just click enter and go to the item. See, for this also 200 quantity got allotted. Why it has taken the vendor 2, why not the 3? Because it will going to consider the serial wise. If let us consider vendor 3 is also having the 40%, then it would have jumped to the vendor 3, okay, instead of vendor 2. So it will be like that. So now it is taken the vendor 2 now. If I have ordered one more 200 quantity, whom it will going to take? Definitely the vendor 3. Okay, we'll just check it. Material, I'll just put it. Quantity, again 200 quantity I'll post here. Okay, plant is LT01. The storage location also LT01. Click enter. Okay, here I'll going to maintain 20 rupees, and source of supply is, I'll say assign source of supply. It will be taking the vendor 3 now. So this is the vendor 3. Now if I'm just saving this, okay, you can see I'll just go back and come again over here. You can just check, it is also allotted over here. So like that, the system itself will going to select the vendor, okay, based upon the how much quota it is allotted for that particular vendor. So this is what it is all about, the quota arrangement. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please like, share, subscribe.